Good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today we will be making Monkey, but with one eye.
That's right, folks. Tonight, to go along with our Ray Harryhausen tribute month, we are going to make a Cyclops. Was it from the first movie? Or the second?
First.
So that would be...
The second movie had his inbred cousin in it.
Okay. I believe it was the 7th voyage? Or was it the Golden Voyage?
The Golden Voyage was the second one.
Okay, so from the 7th voyage of Sinbad, we are going to recreate, to the best of our ability, a Cyclops miniature for your gaming table using...
And you need two monkey, white monkey, brown monkey.
We're using the Bigfoot figure from Hobby Lobby, as well as the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah, we've already cut out this guy's arms, and, well...
We use them for another project.
We've cut off his head.
And that's what the little guy's going to be working on. He's going to be taking this Milliput and giving the Cyclops one eye instead of two and a horn. I realize the head isn't perfect, but we're just going to go with this one's just an older version. They said there were multiple Cyclops on the island, so this is like the great-granddaddy Cyclops, and he's got hair on his head instead of being bald and weird looking.
Yeah.
And then we're done with this, so put that off to the side, please.
Yeah. But this one is going to be the body.
So I cut off the feet so we can give him hooved legs, goat heads, or goat legs. And then this head we will not be using, but since it's such a great sort of Chewbacca-looking head,
yeah, you can
just put it over there. Don't be throwing it just anywhere because I don't want to have to go look for it, and I don't want the dog to eat it.
You're right.
Yeah. So, all that being said, I've been mixing up some, just a little bit of Milliput for the little guy to work on because I got some other stuff before I go on to...
You work on this, right?
Yeah. So basically, he's going to take the Milliput and all his clay tools and probably only using a toothpick. He's going to sculpt a big, gigantic Cyclops eye with eyelids and if there's enough left, a horn on his head. And then I am going to be mounting the wire. I'm going to be using this just regular... It's actually pretty sturdy electrical wire, and I need something pretty...
quick question.
Sure.
How do I put his eye on without do I just cover both eyes?
No. What I would do is, honestly, I would make the lower eyelid.
Yeah.
You know, like take a snake.
It's just going to be an eye on his forehead then.
Well, here, watch. Let me kind of show you. Pretend this is the clay.
Yes.
And use the clay and make like a snake, a really thin snake, to make the lower part of the eyelid. Understand?
Yes, but I still think it's going to be on his forehead.
Yeah, it will be mostly on his forehead. That's fine. And the horn can be up higher. And back to what I'll be doing is I drilled 2 holes in where his legs used to be. I don't know if you can see that because it's really dark. But right here where I cut off the flat part, of the leg, I made 2 very deep and large cavities using an X-Acto knife. And believe it or not, these scissors to make an improvised drill because my pin vise drill just isn't strong enough or deep enough. And like I said, it's really dark in there, so you probably can't see it. As well as drilling a hole through the neck cavity where the head will sit on top. And if there's any clay after you've done all those things, then we will use it to putty up his neck. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to make the wire for the neck. And it shouldn't be, you know, if I make it too long, which I'm going to shoot for just so, because if you make it too short, then you can't reverse the process unless you pull everything apart. And I don't really feel like doing that tonight, folks. I'm going to use this in because it's a little straighter. Get it good in there. And I'm going to be using the little guy's favorite glue tonight, that being E6000, because super glue is
Why is it so special?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
One of our favorite YouTubers...
I remember. Don't say anything.
Okay. Go check out Miniature Mashup. And he's got a wonderful channel that we've been big fans of for a very long time. But this glue is a little bit it's kind of like a pre-made epoxy from my experience with it. So I'm just going to put a nice big glob on there because super glue is just also in my experience is sometimes just a little too brittle and is easily breakable. Super glue, yeah, super glue connections are often really, really brittle, and it doesn't take much to destroy them. So hopefully, just a little bit more in there because I want a really good, solid connection, and hopefully it won't seep out the other side. So. And it doesn't dry as fast as super glue or as fast as epoxy, but it still dries pretty fast. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get something to hold this up for a moment. We'll just use the accelerator bottle just to stand it up while I cut some wires for the legs. Because these wires are not just going to be his legs, but I'm also going to basically make like 2 or 3 toes that will elbow out and attach to this, once again, Pringles lid, so that we have a miniature base without having without having to spend $8 on a traditional miniature base. And that's another reason why we like Miniature Mashup's channel, is because he uses other non-standard items. His favorite technique is to use a safety lid can opener that when it cuts open like a tin can of green beans or something like that, it makes a really smooth edged lid that doesn't have any sharp edges that will hurt you or accidentally cut you. And he uses those for miniature bases. But I like these because they've got this raised area here and sort of an area, a reservoir that you could use to build up. And I haven't done that yet. Because I need to use a different kind of clay.
How do I do the wrinkles on his forehead? Because I made a new one.
Oh, wow, that looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Show the camera. That looks absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
The only thing I would do is maybe give him some wrinkles with the toothpick.
I just want to know how.
Just either use the toothpick or one of your clay tools and just gently, because when we wash it, with whatever wash.
Just because I tried to give him one and it didn't turn out too well. It's
okay. Just really use a lot of water to mold that forehead into the hair.
I did.
Okay. You did a great job, folks. I don't know if you could see that, but that looks really good. His skills are just
I mean, I used to not practice. I used to do this a lot.
Yes, he actually did. And as you notice,
I do want to get back into it, so I suppose this is a good start.
This wire is going to go in pretty deep, but I'm going to give it lots...
Did you cut a hole through his entire body?
No.
Oh, just enough to get to where the holes already were?
Yeah, no. I did all that with an X-Acto knife.
Even through here?
No, it doesn't go. It only goes, watch, the wire only goes that far.
Oh.
So I'm going to leave extra room because I need to make... He's got goat legs, and that means they're going to bend in that weird, goaty fashion or dog-like fashion. So I really need an extra amount.
Well, they just bend the opposite way humans do. So right. Most animals and insects have it.
So
bears.
I'm going to
bears.
make both wires the same length, just so he doesn't lean to one side. And then I'm going to take probably only a second wire. You know what? Let's just try with making 4 wires from here and go that route. 3.
This look good?
That looks great.
For his head?
Yeah, I don't think I could have done that good.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably could, but
yeah, you could have.
I'm just being nice. Okay, fine. No, it's really good, folks. Once it's all painted up, he's going to get all the credit for it.
I mean, only if I paint it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a close-up of that. No. Okay, the camera's not working today.
I think the camera's asleep. Oh, woke up. Put it back down.
Of course, the dog is right there.
Underneath, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You couldn't be in a more perfectly annoying spot. Can you do me a favor, since you're done with that, and cut me and mix up about, I think that's going to be enough. But no, open the bag. Yeah, but okay.
You need to mark the spot.
Yeah. Perfect.
Did you already cut out the other side?
No, I didn't. And I'm going to put a very large amount of E6000 in here, and I need to get more. This is unfortunately my last bottle of E6000.
Oh no.
And
Worse
I
than
really
that,
need
yeah.
to start using this stuff a little bit more often. It's actually a really good glue for a lot of things, especially I find with working with these really rubbery plastics that we've been using a lot lately. Oh, see, that hole's not the
So
same.
this?
Yeah, just mix them up. Yep, that should be enough.
What for what?
The legs.
You're gonna make the legs?
Yes.
Oh. Thought you were gonna.
No, how am I going to make goat legs with... I actually looked for a goat that would have worked, but the goats were like half the size and they just wouldn't have been...
Well, that's also a bit expensive.
Yeah, but believe it or not, these figures were about $8 or $9 or $10 each, but we've gotten so far 2 crafts out of them, and we still have a head and the better part of a body left over. So if I can get
If
3...
we need, for some reason, a monkey with no head, no arms.
Well, we've got a head, it's just the wrong head.
Oh yeah, with this,
And we've got the feet.
we're not gonna use those.
We could.
They would serve a better use being melted down.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the worst idea.
No, but I don't think that would be really what we want.
What would we use them for?
I have no idea.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. We physically cannot and should not use them for anything.
And then I'm going to twist these wires into more or less until I get to the very bottom. And then I'm going to spread them out Y fashion so that we have something more to connect at the bottom to give them just a little bit more strength, because I couldn't get quite as deep a hole as I wanted, and I could have spent, I spent like an hour getting these 2 holes dug, and I could have maybe used a drill, but that would have risked poking a hole out through one of the sides that would have been completely inappropriate, and I didn't really want to risk that. Okay, since you're the animal expert,
Not.
well, more so than me. I know dogs.
Do you really know dogs?
That's as far as my expertise goes.
It's not expertise.
Yeah, well,
Listen, my expertise is in giving people the most rudimentary, worthless, probably false information about insects that you possibly could.
why are you getting it so wet?
What do you mean?
Wet at all?
I'm mixing it.
Yeah, I never use water to mix it.
No.
Yeah, remember the problems we've had in the past doing that?
No, I don't. But also, I didn't do that intentionally.
Oh, okay.
It's just that it was getting stuck to me.
Oh, okay.
Not the problem. And it's
Okay.
still kind of...
Where's your paper towel? Down here?
Yeah.
Scoot over and I'll grab it for you. And mop up some of that water off the clay, because it's, or your hands, whichever is more appropriate. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, why don't you bend the legs to the appropriate, and understand that about this much is not going to be leg, it's going to be stuck into the base. No, don't cut.
No, I'm marking it.
Oh, okay. Remember, when you're mixing this stuff, what's the magic word? Mantra? Snake? Ball.
Oh, that's why you were doing that.
Yeah. And then we'll just put the clay over the wires. And
I can't do that.
why not?
Because if I try to bend it, it pulls out the leg.
Okay.
So it needs to wait for it to dry. And I honestly think I might have just pulled it out at the worst possible moment.
Okay, let me take a look. Put the cap on the E6000. No, it's good. Okay, you want to just show me where to bend it, because it's gonna go what, backwards and then forwards.
Just bend it as soon as you could, and then I would.
No, which way though?
This way.
From bend it back.
Yes, bend it back,
Okay.
but not like that. It needs to. That's why it needs to be just at that point.
Oh, right at that point.
Yes.
Let's leave a little, like that.
No, I think it needs to be at that point.
Well, I'll just clay it up and make it look, furry.
And then at about here.
Bend it forward.
Yes.
Because most of this will just get covered by clay to make it look right. Okay. So, bend it back. Oop, and then bend it back, and then bend it forward. And then bend these like that. Actually, let's bend it.
Fix this. Oh yeah. Also, I should turn this into horns. Forgot about that.
So like that, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just start slapping the clay on. You know what? Is this free?
Hmm?
You don't need this, right?
No.
Okay, you don't need that either, right?
Yes, maybe. I might. Oh, never mind. I mean, I might be. Now I might need the whole thing.
I'm just going to mix it back into the ball.
Maybe water was actually.
You need a little more?
No, it's just I added water, and I don't think I should have added water.
No.
Yeah, I think that makes it actually less likely to
Okay,
stick.
you want to put them?
No, it's not sticking anymore.
Yeah, because it's wet.
Yeah, maybe if I do that, then it do it super glue or something. I don't know. Probably won't work, but who knows?
You want to take some that's dry and start over?
No.
Okay.
Because I actually had a pretty good shape.
Okay.
As I thought I did, it might not be that good when I let go of it. Now that I'm holding it in this way.
Just to keep it up.
But I do want to smooth it out with water to cause it to not.
You know what you might want to do is use the toothpick. Let me show you a little trick.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Is do this.
Why would it have that?
No, but then you'll smooth it down again. This just helps it.
Yeah, if once it gets wet, it will
Yeah, it's
refuse.
too wet. That's why.
It
If
refuses to
yeah,
stick
you
with
just
segment
take a
as well.
new piece and start over.
Yeah.
It should never have been wet. Is that enough?
Yeah, I thought it should have been, and then I thought it should have been wet. I thought it needed to be wet in order to get rid of all the fingerprints.
No. You can once it's on, we can either sand it to get rid of the fingerprints, paint, or when it gets halfway dry, then you can smooth it out with water. Okay, let's measure it roughly even. There, so it doesn't stick to the table.
It's been 20 minutes,
Okay.
I think.
Then I'm going to flatten the half snake out. And I'm probably only going to get to one leg in the in the video, just because it is a school night and we are
That's
running. The front looks a little bit too wide. If you can mold it in just a little bit, I think we'll be good.
This?
Yeah, that looks much better.
I think we should just give it a base now and do the fur later.
No.
Because I think doing the fur afterward would be better.
Yeah, I'm only going to actually be able to just get the bare bones of it, sort of. Does that look too long?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Pull this up.
Maybe it should just be bent more drastically.
No, I can't do that now.
Well, then maybe we should just...
No, I know what I'm doing. Because I got to make it wider at the top.
Maybe we should give more material for guest returns.
Guest.
The first guest we have returns.
Oh. No, it's almost time for him to come back. Does that look better?
Yeah.
We'll make it a little wider. I need to smooth that out. How do you think?
Yeah, good.
You think you can do your magic and make it look all furry again, down to about this point right here? 'Cause that's where the hoof will be. Just take the toothpick and fur it up.
In just 1 second.
What do you think, folks? That kind of goat-like? Down here will be the hoof. I don't know why they gave the Cyclops actually goat legs in the movie. I think they were trying to... Ray was trying to take too many... Here, start with the fur. I think Ray Harryhausen was trying to incorporate too many Greek and Middle Eastern mythological features into all of his monsters, not being because maybe he wanted to get more monsters in, but he couldn't, so he added things because, like for example, the Centaur should have had a much more human looking torso and shoulders and all of that, and for whatever reason.
That's why I say I don't think it was the Centaur. I think it was just an ill-bred cousin.
Yeah, it was admittedly pretty weird. Don't worry about that leg.
Okay.
If I have to add more,
Hello?
Yeah, I will. That's fine.
Or just pull it out and add more glue. Well, that's why it's not as good.
Why?
Because I'm using not that sharp side of the stick. Honestly, this is, I'm not going to say painful, just painful.
Oh, you need water? Okay. You just working on a side project there?
Yes. I had some extra stuff. I wanted to do something with it. And I was not aware that we were going to do this in the video. And I started.
How's it coming? Oh, that looks really good.
Thank you.
You have not lost your touch. If you haven't seen one of his Milliput videos, he absolutely is detesting every moment of this, but I'm putting him to work to get better at it. He's better at what he's doing than I am when it comes to making a
Honestly,
firm.
I don't know how, because what, do you just do this?
I think yeah.
Just do it fast.
Yeah. pretty much.
That's the trick. Speed is
Well,
the key.
it's not just that. He's got a little bit of a back swoop when he does it. I tend to lift up and he kind of goes back and forth, right?
No, what, you do this?
I'll make a line, but then disconnect from the clay. Yeah, and you go back and forth. And his technique is, I've tried it, but I just tend to tear it up.
Oh, I
And
guess
he-
maybe I'm just delicate. But
Yeah. Well, you've got smaller hands and probably, a little bit more dexterity in your hands. I'm old and arthritic and feeble. And
are you arthritic?
No, not even a little. But his technique always comes out better when it comes to just,
I think if
messy,
you knew, I think
really
if you
messy.
knew how to do it.
Yeah, I should practice.
I think I just I don't know.
And when you get to the lower part, I think you should maybe use my technique, just to make it look a little more streamlined. Like a goat. His haunches, his upper part that can be kind of messy. I think, but I think the lower part should be maybe.
Aren't goats usually messy?
Well, yeah, dirty old goat. Yeah, I
Don't
know.
they live in mountains and stuff?
Yeah.
Mountain goats? Is that where they live?
Do you take the wire completely out?
What? Heck.
It's okay. Here, give it to me. I don't want it to stick to the table. And as a matter of fact, I can put some of the clay on the wire, because I was thinking about that a minute ago. I was like, why don't I just put some of the clay on there, because I know where the glue's going to go back. And that way we'll speed up the whole process. Probably would have been a better idea to not even put glue on this just yet, but it takes a while for the glue to set.
This is okay. Honestly, this is probably what hell is when you're doing this and there's one spot that it's just
Tearing?
No, that isn't tearing.
Sorry, folks. I don't even know how to describe what's going on that you guys can't see. And I know if I do, a certain person will absolutely be completely embarrassed.
I don't even know which one you're referring to.
You.
Oh. Okay, it's done.
Okay, let me have at it, and I'll. You went a little too far. Remember the line for the hoof.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm gonna put more clay around it to make the hoof.
Is it good now?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me get this in there. And
Oh, no.
what?
Well, why are we doing the other one? And
Because it has to get done, doesn't it?
yeah, but shouldn't we have waited for the other
Well,
one to dry?
yeah, but I didn't want to waste the clay.
Well, now the other one's just gonna be ruined.
No, it isn't.
I bet you 2 cents.
Oh wait, I put it in wrong, didn't I?
Okay, now I bet you 3 cents. 10 cents.
Did you just develop a speech impediment during the video?
Yes, I did.
No, I did it wrong.
You hear that?
No, I don't hear anything other than the ticking of the clock on our wall.
I can't hear it. Maybe because the music's too loud.
What music? Oh, I left the stereo on this morning. Or downstairs, I mean. Not this morning, but this evening.
Today. Okay, remember when I said this is what hell is?
Maybe for you, not for me.
No, I meant when you're doing that, and you're doing that, and there's one spot that it just gets it's slightly raised, so it doesn't want to do anything to it. You just push it up, which makes it harder the next time. And it's the worst thing for the way I do it. For the way you do it, it probably isn't that bad.
Hold on, just want to make sure I get a good connection.
But now having to deal with that, and also not destroying the other leg, I think it's going to be kind of...
I think you'll do just fine.
I
But
don't.
make sure the pose looks good. Does that look okay, or does it look kind of dorky?
I think it looks kind of dorky.
Okay, can you adjust it?
Yeah, his legs need to be bent more.
Huh.
Okay. This does not look much better. That's better, right?
Uh-huh. Remember, he had a weird, walking motion to begin with.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm already destroying it.
Just make sure you get in a pose that you like, and then, we'll be good.
I'll do it with this one. The extra power tools might be less.
Oh, you just
painful.
squished your project.
Did I?
Yeah.
Kill a thing. Yeah.
Just focus.
Okay. Why'd you even mention it then?
Well, because there's clay in my hand. You could remake that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll tell you. Give me your project. Sorry, just destroy it, but
I did.
And then he can use this little bit of clay, and then I'll make him show you what he was making. On the Sunday show, I'll show you. You get to see what he was trying to make.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Oh, you're using that tool. Okay.
That's why I did it, yeah.
It's faster because it's an actual blade.
Yeah.
And gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to this weekend.
I'm looking forward to last weekend.
How do you do that? What are you, a time traveler now?
No. I actually look forward to 173 years ago.
Okay, that's because Friday I will be hanging out with first Tenkar at about 5 o'clock avocado time. Then about 6 o'clock will be Legion of Myth hanging out with Max and Bruce and Connell and Kai and Baron and Jade and everybody else who will be hanging out till the wee hours of the morning, and hopefully that will end in time to give me at least 5 or 6 hours of sleep to then be in Bruce Lombardo's Dungeons and Dragons game. I hope you guys watch that as well, because I get to play a paladin and Connell gets to play an archer.
Oh wait, is it the same game as last time?
Yes, it's we're not.
Okay, because I remember very clearly you said that it was an all paladin game,
But
and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because you misheard.
Yeah, I it's okay because I don't honestly know. We're playing Pathfinder, first edition, and I have absolutely no idea what I would have run otherwise, because all of the professions are pretty complicated compared to what I'm used to playing first and second edition Dungeons and Dragons. So I don't even know what I would have run other than a paladin. Paladins are actually pretty simple. But and then after Saturday's game over at Bruce Lombardo, his channel, the Cigar DM, the little guy, and myself, we will be spending a couple hours with you guys talking about all of our favorite comic book heroes and villains and movies, mostly I guess from the Marvel cinematic.
Wait, you already confirmed that that's the thing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing Sunday. So for about 2 hours, Cigar DM, the little guy, and I, we will all be talking up a comic book storm. So, break out your geek apparel and your favorite Marvel, or I'm assuming DC Comics heroes, memories, and we will have a nice long discussion about. I'm assuming probably most of it will be about the movies, which I've only seen. What was the last movie I saw? Homecoming?
Maybe. Did you see the new Spider-Man movie when we went and watched it?
Was that Homecoming with Mysterio?
No.
Okay.
That was the last.
That was the last movie I saw when it comes to Marvel. But we will hopefully, like I was telling the guy, talk about the Fantastic Four and Daredevil, and what else came before Iron Man, or was all
this
that?
Good?
No, that looks great. I don't remember what came after, or if Daredevil. I don't know what the hell that is.
Isn't that a show?
Was it? I thought it was a movie. All right. You know what he looks like?
What?
A garden gnome.
I don't know.
But there you have it. I'm going to cut the wire down so his head doesn't look so weird. I'll cut the wire down, but I don't want to do that just yet.
Oh,
and I gotta find.
It looks like I drew it. Neck.
Oh, yeah. But there you have it. We're almost done with this guy. I just need to let the milliput dry and build up the base. Then I'll decide exactly where the hooves start and finish. And you can take that to make your side project.
Yes.
Moonlighting during my show. I can't believe it.
What?
But there you have it, folks. That's our tribute to Ray Harryhausen's Cyclops. Hopefully it will look pretty good when we're done painting it and all
Hopefully
that.
the legs don't look too stupid.
No, they look fine.
I disagree, but okay.
Which part?
All of them.
Well, the way it is, I could actually put his foot like it's on a rock or something, and it'll look fine.
That's not why I don't think it looks good, but okay.
Because the shape?
Yeah, just the fact that it looks like a worm.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. We'll fix that.
Okay.
But there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this craft. Hope you had a good time listening to us babble about
Nothing important.
Yeah, as usual. Par for the course, right?
Yep.
So until tomorrow, guys. Also, I will be doing part 2 of the big gigantic phone book of Arduin tomorrow afternoon before all the other festivities. So until then, from all of us here at the Shadow and Sun Show, have a great weekend and have a great day tomorrow. We'll see you guys real soon, and
Good night.
bye, everybody.
Bye.